And here we go. Of course, we'll have OffbeatNinja playing as Ein in the chainmail and Helena in the red for BlackMamba. We're starting things off both characters in a very turtle style. Of course, that's not unusual for OffbeatNinja, but it looked like BlackMamba played into that a little bit. Oh, nice parry off of the car there. Gets some kicks in there coming out by BlackMamba. He finally starts to put some damage on OffbeatNinja here. OffbeatNinja coming in with the low leg sweeps, blocked nicely by Mamba. Mamba gets a launcher, throws together a combo, misses that last one. As we see a tech roll out of it by OffbeatNinja. OffbeatNinja gets a huge combo up against the wall, comes in with those huge kicks, gets a ground kick, turns that one into a juggled combo. A very nice starting round for OffbeatNinja.
BlackMamba put himself against the wall in a really bad position and put himself in that guessing game for that wake up, and then once OffbeatNinja got that wake up kick, he just took care of what was left of his life.
And of course, OffbeatNinja, a very, very defensive player.
Oh, yeah.
And Mamba, I've noticed that he really, almost like a chameleon, he will sort of play to how his opponent plays.
That is correct.
Here we go, round number 2. Suzy, here on Gambler's Paradise, both players getting very, very up close and personal right away. That's going to be one strategy by Mamba to try to, get in the face of a very defensive player. We can see OffbeatNinja sending his opponent over the divider and already getting about 30% of that damage away from BlackMamba. BlackMamba gets a hold out there, goes into low stance, but a high kick will get BlackMamba out of that stance. 4-hit combo comes out. We get the low leg sweep, high launcher again, and OffbeatNinja makes it look so easy. Go ahead.
The thing about this stage is that it's littered with puddles of water, and with those puddles of water, if you're standing in that water, it changes the property of your hit. What's regularly a normal hit will become a critical if you're standing in that water, and these guys are to the point to where they can see that.
And so it obviously positioning comes into play too.
Definitely.
And knowing where you're at in the map up and in the matchup exactly. So BlackMamba starting things off once again, getting in that aggressive up close and personal. He gets the opening hits on BlackMamba. He's going to back off just a little bit. I see a car quickly approaching. Both players are going to back off. They're going to try to get out of the way. And now the fighting resumes. 43 seconds. Oh, almost.
Barely.
Kind of put that juggle together. Goes in for the low hits. And nice job. Try to go for the counter of Mamba, or excuse me, Offbeat was there with the grab. He's going to get the high leg launch again. Should turn that one into a KO, and he does. 3-0.
Is using that back kick flawlessly right now. Every time he's throwing it out, I've seen toward the clutch moment, it seals the deal for the match. So
and let's talk about it, because it's not an easy kick to do in the grand scheme. When you see OffbeatNinja do it, it's like, oh, well, why don't I just do that all the time? But it's a fairly slow kick. And with a fast character like Helena,
it's punishable.
Right, definitely punishable. But like you said, and that's one of the definitely one of the great traits of OffbeatNinja, is the ability to read that, know when your player whiffs, and do it accordingly.
Definitely.
So we're in round number 4 now. OffbeatNinja doing very, very well in a 3-0 lead over his opponent, BlackMamba. And both players doing some great blocking there. OffbeatNinja comes out with a grab. He's up against the wall, and that will allow BlackMamba to get a launch in there. He's mixing it up a little bit. 8-hit combo comes in. Looks like he canceled that and added a little bit to that. Goes into the low position. Again, there was the punish, or a punished hit there, but we did not see Offbeat go completely in beast mode there. Very close here.
Oh, that's
wow.
guarding.
I was a little surprised.
Oh my gosh, low catch grab. I don't know if BlackMamba meant to do that low catch grab, but it paid off.
It definitely paid off as he finally gets a point there. And both players up against that wall, not really wanting to be the guy to throw that punch right there.
That is some Miss Cleo type stuff. I think Mamba called up Miss Cleo this morning for that one.
Yeah, well, 3-1 is the score right now as we enter round number 5. OffbeatNinja obviously in a comfortable place right now. BlackMamba, at least he's on the board. It's going to go in that low stance right away. Counter grab will come out for OffbeatNinja. He's going to put his opponent up against the wall. We saw Mamba miss that kick. Very nice counter on that kick. But man, Offbeat is just going to stay very aggressive coming out of that turtle shell.
Mamba is letting that wake-up kick rip him apart. And I know he's smarter than that. So, I mean, I think if he stays away from that wake-up guessing, then he might be able to get some more points on the board.
Well, this is game point here for OffbeatNinja and the Carolina Core.
4-1.
This would be a very, very big win for them. It could set them apart, and it's going to mean a lot of pressure and weight is on the Chicago Chimera when it comes to Counter-Strike.
Mamba's capable of this.
He's totally capable of it. But even with the one round, if he was able to come back, and in fact, a great grab to start things off, and a nice juggle to come off. But even off of that, you know, OffbeatNinja's already gotten 4 additional points for his team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's staying in close for all the wake-ups, and it's just like, I don't know what the plan is for that, but, I mean, Offbeat's working his stun game phenomenally, as he does with most of these players here. I mean, you get stunned by Offbeat, and it's like, what are you going to do next? And then it's just all downhill from there.
Well, we're trying to see if BlackMamba can keep it alive right here. He goes in for a couple of shots. They are blocked. And OffbeatNinja, you're right, catch grab. 5-1 as Core takes it home. And OffbeatNinja, who had a pretty rough training camp, says, hey, that was training.
And
bring on the real games. And this is now very, very nicely done by OffbeatNinja. I'd have to say a super impressive victory over BlackMamba. You know, although Mystics win over Kasumi-chan was very impressive, I'd have to say this one has to take the cake for the matchup.
Yeah, I mean, they're both on the same skill level, like I was saying. I mean, these guys, it was just careless mistakes I was noticing on Mamba's part, but we all have those moments in DOA. So, I mean, just Offbeat played solid. There wasn't a lot of repetition in what he was going to do, so it was hard to read what he was going to do next.
All right, well, let's toss it over to Cammy, who's downstairs with OffbeatNinja right now. Cammy.
Very much, DJ. I'm here with OffbeatNinja, and as you guys saw, he dominated this match. It seemed like BlackMamba couldn't move at all. When he did come back that one time, were you surprised, or did you know that he was going to pull something out of his sleeve?
Oh, I wasn't surprised to see him come back, so I was expecting that. I just, the next round, I just kind of realized what I made my mistakes on and fixed it from there.
All right, well, there you go. Back to you, DJ Wheat.
OffbeatNinja seems very confident.
Oh, yeah.
That is the OffbeatNinja I saw last season. Sure, he may have had some hiccups during the training camp, but obviously he is here to play, and he shows it in his debut at CGS Online. Let's take a look at the big scoreboard, because that is really going to change things right now. Puts a lot of pressure on the Chimera team. Is right now Core's in the lead 17-8 in the World Championship rematch. Core's definitely come to make a statement. You saw that OffbeatNinja wins with a 5-1 over BlackMamba, and that's going to make it 17 for Core and 8 for the Chicago Chimera. They have a lot of points to make up here in Counter-Strike, which is coming up next after our break. This is DJ Wheat, Swoozy, Cammy, and the rest of the CGS Online team. When we come back, we watch the final game of the night between the Carolina Core and Chicago Chimera. It's Counter-Strike Source. Don't go away.